Hey, what's up, guys? We're back at it again, ready to dominate the Cannoneer Draft Challenge. So at the end of this challenge, you'll be able to get the 12 wins reward banner, and obviously that's what we're going to be showing how to complete today. Without any worries, you guys will be able to win this without having to use any resets or pass Royale or anything if you just follow these tips. Number one, because it is a Cannoneer Draft Challenge, the towers are pretty low, so spells are going to do a lot more damage to towers. But primarily, you're going to want to choose bait cards. Bait cards are going to be harder for the Cannoneer to counter because the Cannoneer one-shots everything, but it doesn't do very well when the opponents are going to have a ton of bait cards that are flowing at them because the attack speed is so ridiculously slow. So, because opponents are probably going to pick bait cards, you also want to pick splash damage because it will counter all of the bait cards. Running Graveyard is actually the best, like, legitimately so good. If you go for a Graveyard by itself, it won't get countered very effectively by the opponent. So we're just going to go and use Delivery here, and then we're going to Graveyard with a Royale Delivery. This seems really dumb in most situations, but I think in this very specific scenario where you end up having a ability of going in for that Graveyard and your opponent can't necessarily counter it because their cards in their deck are just like, you know, goblins and that's it, then you're going to be able to force out extra elixir from the opponent in a situation that they wouldn't want. Also, since we have Elixir Collector, I think this is totally fine. It's just like go in for skeletons on top of the Zappies and then make sure the Zappies die to the Cannoneer. I think the Zappy on the right will just get one shot. It does. Let's go. It's ridiculous to look at that because the Princess Tower would take her sweet time finishing off that Zappy, but we munched on that. Anyway, he's going to have Rocket because I think we gave it to him. And we'll just go for a pretty big push with Golem, and our Royale Delivery will be able to counter the Royale Hogs, right? Remember his card cycle, he's got Royale Hogs, so we've got Royale Delivery and Bomber. We don't really have to worry about anything. The cool thing about this type of game mode is if you adjust your opponent's card cycle, a lot of times they're not going to remember what cards you have. So if you just think a little bit more than your opponent, you'll probably win most of these matches. Memorize what they're going to do. Okay, well, they're going to go for Royale Hogs. I can't drop my win condition then if I don't have a good answer, but I do have a good answer, so I can. We go Princess here, and then I think I can go in for a Bomber aggressively. This is a bit ambitious on our end, but I do want to do it, even though our opponent has Royale Hogs. I'm just hoping that we're able to go in for our Royale Delivery on top of the pigs and be okay that way. Also, the Barbarians basically die here. Not all of them. There's 2 left over, which is a bit obnoxious, but it is what it is. I think it's better for us to go for minions and then Royale Delivery if he decides to go and spam them in this side. If he doesn't, then we're just going to keep going Elixir Collectors in the middle. Reason why we go Elixir Collectors in the middle is obviously because he's got Rocket, right? We don't want to have him have splash damage on our tower. We don't want to drop it behind our tower for no good reason. Also, Cycling Evolve Skeletons generally is going to be a pretty good decision, so instead of going in for a Golem, let's go for Skeletons and mix it up and drop our Skeletons on the right-hand side, because if we go in for the Golem on the left, he's more disposed to drop his Royale Hogs on the right. He drops his Royale Hogs on the right into the Skeletons, plus the Princess Tower, or I guess not the Princess Tower, the Cannoneer, then you're going to get more value, so it's a vibe. We'll go in for our Royale Delivery here, and then a Bomber. We just want to kill the gigantic Goblin Giant. It's just such an annoying card to play into, but it is what it is. We're going to go for our Graveyard again as soon as the Golem crosses the river. And then I think we can go and stack up some Princesses, so it's going to be harder for him to counter. Also, I'm pretty confident that we can go for our Evolved Skeletons right now because it's hard for him to stop all that with a limited amount of small spells in his arsenal. And he should just lose the game. I think the Skeletons just swarm him and take the tower. We've got a little makeshift Graveyard for 1 Elixir, guys, and we're making W's out here. As you can see, Evolved Skeletons are very strong into the Cannoneer, so probably one of the better cards to pick. I don't know why he gave those to me, but, you know, if you want to lose the game, I'm not going to stop you, my man. I'll take it. I'll take out all 3 of your crowns and rush up past Royale. So yeah, we have no plans of losing today. We're hopefully going to dominate every game that we play. And we'll show you guys the best tips to do that. Yeah, let's get after it. Let's get these W's today. Also, good luck to everyone that's playing in this challenge. I know that sometimes draft challenges do require a little bit of luck. Maybe you're going to get screwed by someone having Wizard and you have every bait deck in existence. That's not very fun to have happen, but hopefully that doesn't happen to y'all. You won 12-1. Yo, congrats. That's really good. Only losing 1 time in a draft mode. Think about it from this perspective. Most people will lose after 3 wins. Like 3 wins will probably be average. So if you're getting 12, then you're beating the average bear. So congratulations on that. So I think that Goblin Drill is not as going to be as good as Minion Horde. And then I will probably just take Miner here. Actually, screw it. Let's choose Giant. Because now he has Miner Goblin Drill. I don't think that's a very good card combination. Honestly, Miner isn't that good in this game mode because it dies so quickly, but it is what it is. We could split Barbarians. It's fine. Just going to go Golem first play, so that's interesting. I don't necessarily love that on his end because we've got Barbarians. I think we can just kill the Golem with Barbarians. I'm going to Giant Minion Horde and see if this wins me the game. I might just win. I think this might just win me the game. Ah, that's kind of sucky. That's fine. He actually hit everything with the spirit, which is not something I anticipated. Most times people do not accomplish that. Most of the time they'll miss, and then 1 or 2 minions will survive. And those 2 minions win you the game. It is what it is. I also dislike the fact that we have to respond to those goblins. It might be better off just dropping an ice golem in front of this. I don't know if this is smart. I hope this kills the Mother Witch. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. If the barbarians lock in the Mother Witch, we're in a really good spot. If not, then we're sad. Okay, we're slightly sad. Just a little bit sad as he gets 4 piggies. I guess the pigs are dying in 1 shot. Oh, not 1 shot, if only. All right, well, the Mother Witch will die very quickly. We're going to go guards on top of the drill. And know that the Mother Witch dies very fast, so we don't worry about it that much. All right. Let's try this. Split barbs, maybe. Yeah, split barbs. Let's do that. Let's see how this works. We split up barbs with the guards and then spear goblins on the right. This might do enough damage to take out his tower. I'm pretty confident these spear goblins take out his tower. Like, it's very dumb, but spear goblins are a win condition. Like, they are legitimately something that the opponent has to respond to. And that worked out beautifully. So we snag the tower, we force out a mire on the other side, we just ice golem on top of the Mother Witch, and we secure the bag. So as you guys can see, we're trying a little bit harder than we typically would in most challenges, because most challenges I can just play a deck that I've created and autopilot it and win. This is like, you have to think a little bit more. It's not necessarily like the easiest thing in the world. However, it is pure spam because you are running a lot of bait cards. You spam with a purpose. That is the main difference here. Why did he pick Evolved Ice Spirit over Evo Barbs? Legitimately, I can't mentally mess with that choice. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right, we're in a minion horde and go for our Electro Dragon and chain onto his stuff and watch as he dies. Yeah, pretty easy win. Not gonna lie, this was not even challenging in the slightest. But if you play correctly, that's kind of what most of these games will look like. You'll run cards that your opponent can't counter because when they're down elixir and you spam spear goblins at the river, that's an instant win for you. Think about it from this perspective. They can ignore spear goblins or ignore cards a lot of times when they're running the Princess Tower, but when they're down elixir and there's 3 spear goblins and their card shoots like, I don't know, 1 shot every 2 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever. This takes forever for them to finish off those annoying bait cards. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you drop a like on the video. I put out daily content every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern. And also on top of that, you know, I put out the best decks or the best tips on how to win these challenges. As soon as the challenge goes out, you guys can trust that the first day that the challenge is here, check out this video, check out my channel, and I'll have something for you. Okay, so Giant Skeleton just got a buff, but I think Electro Giant is one of the better win conditions in the game. I'm still going to choose Giant Skeleton, and then probably Cannon just for a faster card cycle. And then, oh my gosh, we are 1 billion% taking Firecracker because it's fun. I think that the Mortar evolution likely is better, but I already had Cannon. I was just like, I don't really want 2 buildings. I don't really have a win condition here, but it is what it is. Also, my cards kind of die to the Cannoneer. Like, if I Electro Spirit the river, it just dies. Oh, nice. We've got a Ram Rider, so that will be able to counter the Electro Giant. If we cycle our Cannon, we're fine. The Electro Spirit jumps on a tower here if he doesn't respond. This guy is probably good at the game. I remember this guy's name. I think he's actually good. I think we're playing against a pretty decent player right now, so I have to focus. This will be our first challenge of the day. It's surprising to play against someone that I recognize. Usually in these casual challenges, everyone that I play against is like at best Ultimate Champion. Most of the time, they're not going to be someone I actually recognize or remember a name or a clan or be like, wow, I kind of have to focus a little bit more. Let's go, let's go. All right. Free win condition for Pastoral players, to non-Pastoral players. Can you give a free win to non-Pastoral players? No, I'm not doing that. If I give wins to non-Pastoral players, then I'm sitting here all day and I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting everyone else's time. Like, you know, I'm a content creator and I want to win my games and I just want to jump all the way up. Whether I had Pastoral or I didn't have Pastoral, I would be winning most of my games. So let's just do the same thing that would normally happen. It's, I mean, you guys can do that if you want to. If you want to be like super generous with your time, that's fine. I'm just not going to do that on stream while I have 500 people live and probably over 50,000 people that will watch this as a VOD. It's just not, it's not really a smart decision for me to waste my time like that and waste everyone else's time. But it is a nice thing to do if you want to. All right, we can go in for a Ram Rider here and then counter the... Oh my gosh, the farmer just got 1 shot. All right, I think that we're in a good spot. If we Fireball here, we're going to be able to kill the Mega Minion. I don't even think we needed to. I just wanted to. It's a pretty dumb decision because he's got Royal Hogs with Electro Giant. So I think I'll have to go for a Cannon against the E-Giant. E-Giant's on the right. We can Cannon here. Yep. This cannon actually pulls the Electro Giant. It might not look like it, but it pulls so far. Go Giant Skeleton here, and then probably just use our Dark Goblin and combine our Electro Spirit with that and shut everything down. Yo, that was a really good defense. So that cannon placement was the best possible cannon placement, by the way. If you do that, then you're going to be popping off with more value. We Firecracker, we're going to be able to kill the Inferno Tower, but we might even activate King Tower, so I don't really want to do that. Oh my gosh. Look at that, drop his mortar too. Interesting. That doesn't even get a shot on anything, so that's good. Alright, let's go for our cannon. Let's go for our giant skeleton at the river. I was going to say Cannoneer at the river, but it's... I mean, he kind of looks like a Cannoneer sometimes. Alright, we're going to Ram Rider here after the Inferno Tower is dead, and then we should win. It should be GG. Fireball in the Mega Minion that he's going to drop. Ah, I thought he would Mega Minion, but I guess he's predicting our predictions or something. I don't know. He misplaced his mortar. He should have dropped that a little bit sooner. I tried really hard in that game, guys. Usually we don't try super hard. You always want Evo Barbs in this game mode. Never give your opponent splash. Make sure that you have a Mega Knight counter. That's a lie. You want Evo Skeletons over Evo Barbs for sure. Evo Skeletons are the best. So for me, the priority of evolutions, Evo Skeletons #1, Evo Barbs #2. Evo Firecracker and Evo Mortar are pretty good depending on your deck situationally. And then I would say Evo Ice Spirit is the worst. Don't pick that. It's trash. Evo Bats are pretty good, but they're worse than Evo Skeletons for sure. I think Evo Bats are up there as well. All right, so Night Witch, because we spawned a lot of bats, definitely picking that. Mega Knight is kind of not good comparatively to a Golem, because we can use that with our Night Witch. Give him Rocket, doesn't even matter. Evo Valkyrie is pretty good against Golem and Night Witch. I might be forced to take it. We have Archer's Arrows anyway. Let's just take the Valk. I usually wouldn't do this, but I don't want my Night Witch to get full countered by an Evo Valk, so... I think this is like one of the very few matchups that Evo Valk makes sense to pick. Like, it's one of the few times that Evo Valk is actually good. Also, Bomber is goated. I don't know why people are giving me Bomber. Also, why would you Fire Spirit at the river? Oh my gosh, chill. Say less, dude. Say less. If you're going to give me that amount of value, say less. You already lost. It's already over. You can't... Oh, he missed the rocket. Well, now it's even more over. He was already dead by the decision that he made, and then he had to make the decision poorly. I don't know what else to say. The game's over. We'll just go Goblin Gang here in the middle and snag another tower and say light work and cruise on to the next game. It's pretty funny. I did not expect him to do that. Just honestly, like, I guess sometimes people will be spamming stuff pretty aggressively in this game mode because they won't necessarily understand how to play specific cards. But yeah, Evo Valk, if you cycle 2 of them, it would counter my Golem. So I just didn't want to deal with that. All right. Golem first play. I didn't go Golem first play. I just decided to go in for the Goblin Giant after he rocketed a Night Witch and missed. I think we will revisit our situation and go Golem soon. So you have a lot to enjoy if you're a Golem lover right now. Oh man, this is crazy. Stat buff for Evo Valk. Evo Valk does deserve a stat buff. You're 100% right there. I could have also dropped the Night Witch a little bit further in front, but it's fine. It's not like it matters. Even if he rockets this, he's still going to get 3 crowns, so... doesn't even matter is my favorite saying. I'm going to Lumberjack on top of the Archers because Archers will die and then it will rage up my Golem. And then we can go in for a Goblin Gang afterward depending on what he wants to do. I bet you he's just going to get 3 crowns. I don't think I even have to do anything. No hands, dude, and we win. We got it handled without the hands. Light work. Alright, so... Bomber got buffed. Yeah, Bomber's really, really good in this game mode as well because a lot of people are going to be running bait cards, so you're going to be countering bait cards with your Bomber. I would say Bomber is like a A-tier pick in this challenge. Love you, man. Thank you for all of your hard work. This is TRS Broken 3000. Thank you for the good vibes, brother. Also, Witch is an S-tier pick. S-tier. Indisputable. One of the best cards in this challenge, Witch. It is so good. It spawns so many skeletons. It annoys the opponent. It's goated. Also, we're going to be able to distract his Witch with our... Or distract his Bandit with our Witch skeletons. That's good. Magic Archer is okay. I like Dark Goblin more. Magic Archer is pretty bad, actually. All right. How do I check the buffs? I could talk to you about it while I'm playing this game, actually. Let me tell you a rundown of the balance changes for everyone that wasn't here. Let me just get after it and show you guys. Let's multitask. Let's test our multitasking, all right? I got you guys. Y'all are really making me try out here. Maybe a little bit. Also, do you guys hear the sirens? You hear that? Y'all hear that? We just robbed our opponent of the tower, so obviously the sirens are going to get called. Light work. All right, so the buffs and nerfs. So Little Prince ended up getting a 11% Guardian HP nerf. Then also on top of that, it ended up getting a damage reduction by 9%. And then also on top of that, the Rage got an 8% less duration. So it's 5.5 seconds compared to 6 seconds. Giant Skeleton got a 6% HP buff. And then also on top of that, Golden Knight got 8% damage from its dash. A bit of a buff there. And then Archers got an 8% damage range reduction. So now they are a little bit less range. Like the Super Archers have less range. And their Power Shot does 10% less range as well. So the range went from 6.5 tiles to 6 tiles. The range went from 5 tiles from their Power Shot, their maximum damage that they can do, to a solid 4.5. So you can't snipe buildings as much in the middle anymore, and the Evolved Archers just don't do as much damage. It's kind of annoying if you're running Evolved Archers. They're not near as good as they used to be, because you used to be able to drop them in the middle, snipe a building, and then get counter push with your Electro Giant and just win the game. So that's why a lot of Electro Giant decks now are switching from Evolved Archers to going and running Evolved Knight to tank for the Electro Giant, and then just running Bowler, because the Bowler has really long range. They don't really like Evolved Archers anymore. Actually, I don't think any Electro Giant decks in the meta are running Evolved Archers. They're all running Evolved Knight, because Evolved Knight is still stupidly overpowered. The Clash Royale did not nerf that card. So good job to Clash Royale not nerfing that. Kappa, I'm still very tilted whenever I lose to an Evolved Knight, because it is very, very unfair. But yeah. And then Guards got a 7% HP buff to their shields. So now they survive arrows. If you are unaware, they do survive arrows. The Archer Queen was the biggest winner of the balance changes. It got a ability duration buff. So now it lasts 3.5 seconds instead of 3 seconds. And then we 3-crowned that guy, and I was playing on autopilot. Goblins also got a deploy time nerf of 1 second to 1.2 seconds. All right, we're going to go back to the game and play. Choose Electro Giant. This is better than Lava Hound, because Lava Hound always gets countered by air cards. Herp derp, Lava Hound got countered by air cards again. I choose Wizard since it's better than Executioner without Tornado in most situations, at least in draft, in my opinion. I'm going to choose Battle Ram for the Miner, and then I like Bowler a bit more, but yeah, I'm just going to choose Bowler. Dark Prince does kind of counter Bowler, so it's a bit annoying, but I didn't want the Bowler to counter my Battle Ram, so that's why I chose it. Bomber got a 4% damage buff, so now it does 230 damage at Tournament Standard. And then they removed nerfs and buffs to Skeleton King, Goblin Drill, Barbarian, and Bowler. So those are the changes. Mid ladder? Yeah, we're not at mid ladder. We're currently playing the Cannoneer Draft Challenge. So hopefully we can help everyone learn how to play this challenge and complete it without any losses. At least that's what my goal is today. I shouldn't lose any games here. All right, all right. I didn't even have to focus in that game. No, I shouldn't have to focus in the casual game modes that much, but we're out here, man. We're going to get a 12-0. We're going to get 12-0 today. I promise. It's happening. Sometimes I don't get the 12-0, but when I try, dude, it should happen. All right, we're in Ice Spirit, so then the Dark Prince goes towards that. This Ice Spirit placement is pretty nice. Then we can Spear Goblins afterward, and then we can zap on top of the Dark Prince if we need to. But look at that Spear Goblin placement, my dudes. Wow. Yo, guys. You got to give some appreciation to those Spear Goblins. Oh, it's clean. Oh, it's clean. I literally spent 200 diamonds for 0 wins, says Lock. Lock, if you got 0 wins at 200 diamonds, then you got to actually understand how to, like, you know, draft in this game mode and understand what's going on instead of just bashing your head into a wall and continuing to play. Sure, you can also practice in the event tab if you're really struggling, but for the most part, yeah, just make sure that you have a purpose going into the game. Like for me, my purpose is to draft Wizard and splash damage and bait cards, and draft Bowlers because it does really well in this. Because guess what? My tower fires really slowly, so it kind of gets countered by a lot of bait cards. This zap is not great, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to go for Spear Goblins here and then go in for... Oh my gosh, I think I kind of lost this tower. Wait, I don't want to lose this game. I said I was gonna not lose anything, but recruits are kind of obnoxious. This is not looking good. This is actually looking like an L. Wait, that was a terrible Executioner. Maybe there's still a chance. There's kind of still a chance after that Executioner. I think I should lose, but there's always a chance. I'm trying to keep the bowler alive, and if that stays alive, then we can take tower. It's not taking. It's not taking. This is looking really, really, really bad for us. All right. Okay, we take. We're fine. If he Lava Hounds in the middle, I guess I'm kind of okay as well. We can Dark Prince counter with this. Go bowler here. All right, I really don't want to lose to this guy. I said I wasn't going to lose. I'm not losing. If we Ejai in the middle, I think that's our best play. Probably not anymore. Actually, maybe. If it retargets or it just dies to the Ejai, that's kind of cool. Okay, Wizard's going to die, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, that's really bad for me. Oh, this is really bad. I think we have to go Battle Ram to tank. And then we can go Ejine in the middle with Ice Spirit of Evolution. Is this stupid? It's probably pretty dumb. Hey, thank goodness we won. Wow, that was not fun. I did not focus and I almost threw the game. So it shows you the volatility in these draft game modes because the Cannoneer doesn't have the reliability that a Princess Tower would. So if bait cards are thrown at you like Evolved Recruits, sometimes you can lose towers. Stupid card needed more of a nerf, for sure. I stand by that. I stand by that to the fullest extent. Clash Royale did not nerf Recruits near as much as they should. Stupidly strong card, and it doesn't require any skill. Evolved Recruits and Goblin Giant definitely needed more of a nerf. So if you have the chance of picking Recruits or Goblin Giant, those cards are S+ tier as well. Recruits specifically is really, really strong. Choose Wall Breakers, and then we'll choose Goblin Giant for a faster cycle. Now he's got a Golem Giant deck. Good luck, dude. He's from the Super Team clan, guys. He's got the Super Team. All right, I'm sorry. He really is running the Super Team strat here, though. He's going Golem in the back first play. That is interesting when I have Fisherman. I don't know why you would do that, but okay. He's gonna all-in me. He just seems like that type of player. He loses his Dark Goblin, so that was a terrible positioning on his end. I'm an Electric Spirit prediction on the bats because he has them. Oh, please. Yo, I'm clean with it, but I wasn't clean quick enough. You remember your opponent's card cycle and maximize your value from that perspective, and you'll be winning games very, very easily. So I knew what his finite cards were to counter me because I gave him bats, right? I gave him bats Evo, so I just like reading his plays before he could even show me the cards that he had because I knew what cards he had. And then we just win because he went Golem in the back. Crazy prediction? Not really. You just memorize your opponent's card cycle and you're fine. Clash is such a pay-to-win game. Not really, dude. Like, there are times where you can complain about Clash Royale. And there are situations where you can say pay-to-win for sure. Right now, Cannoneer is worse than a Princess Tower. So, no, it is not pay-to-win. Not yet. Not until they buff it. You are allowed to complain about Clash Royale, but you're not allowed to complain about it when it's not actually accurate. I dislike those takes. I really dislike those takes. Because I want you guys to be able to complain when there are legitimate reasons. Okay? I'm totally fine with that. I am not fine with you saying things that are inaccurate. So yeah, don't do that right now. Flame them when they actually do end up making the game super pay to win. Flame them the heck out of that, but don't flame them right now. You could say pay to play the new cards because that's accurate. You can't unlock the Cannoneer and level it up unless you pay money, which really sucks. But the card is worse than a Princess Tower. It is not pay to win. It's actually pay to lose a little bit, but it is what it is. They will buff it and it will become stupidly strong and then it will be pay to win. Just not right now. What is your opinion of the Wizard evolution? I haven't seen a Wizard evolution yet. Love the videos. Keep up the dope edits. Thanks, dude. Yeah, our edits are only going to get better. The money that I make from the content creation, from sponsorships and the creator code SirTag, all that money goes into making better videos. So I have a lot to thank from you guys. I really do appreciate that. Also, if you guys want to see the best decks from the last season or the best decks that the top ranked players played, definitely check out my most recent video. And if you're watching this at a later time, check out the pinned comment for the top 5 best decks in Clash Royale in 2024. Pinned comment will have that, and it will also have the best Cannoneer deck. If you want to play Cannoneer and you like Cannoneer as a concept, I will also have another link for the best Cannoneer deck in Clash Royale. So those 2 decks will be in the pinned comment, that top 5 decks in the world, and then also the best Cannoneer deck. We chose Hog Rider because wall breakers actually die to Cannoneer if left alone. So you have to drop something with the wall breakers. Otherwise, the wall breakers get full countered by Cannoneer, if you did not know. Which I don't think this guy will know, and I think he'll mess up. Virtue Snowball for a knockback in the air, and then definitely Electric Spirit for a faster cycle and a counter Skeleton Army. It's still pay to win when your cards are too low to compete. That is accurate. But at the same time, you just jump into classic challenges, grand challenges, and or you jump into these events whenever the events pop up and you enjoy the game from that perspective. That's what I did. I did that for around a year, and I leveled up my cards, and I did not spend money. Or I did spend money on gems for grand challenges and classic challenges, but out of all the content creators, I am pretty sure I am the least spent on everything. If you look at OJ, B-Rad, actually B-Rad probably didn't spend as... I bet you B-Rad spent less than me. I bet you B-Rad spent less than me. Yeah, so that's a lie. I guess B-Rad spent less than me. But out of everyone else, I think that no one has spent less money than me. And I think that's just like a very certifiable fact. I don't think it's even close. I think B-Rad spent like 0. That's why I think he's got me beat there. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. There's no one else, though, that I can even remotely think of that's close there. Snowball here because we need to not die to skeletons. I think I'm in a very bad spot. I could lose this game. This is horrendous. We're going to Electro Spirit, and hopefully the Fire Spirit dies as well. And we got to go skeletons here, so we pull back the Fire Spirit so it doesn't jump onto my tower. That's just rough. Very bad start. He's got Mother Witch, so he should finesse me just based off of his cards. I think I just lose. Did I lose based off draft? Or can I outplay this? No, I literally lose. I can't win. He's got Barbarians too. No, I just lose. Oh, no. I guess this sometimes does happen where you will literally just match into something that is awful for you to match into. But, hey, it happens, right? It is Clash Royale. It is a card game. Can't always get lucky, I guess. All right, we're to like Night Witch, Heal Spirit, Electric Spirit, and see if this works. I mean, we got to somehow get this Hog Rider through and do a lot of damage, but I don't know. Maybe the Night Witch bats can kill? Delivery here? No way he loses here, right? He's got Night Witch counter with Mother Witch. He should hard counter me. Like, he should 100-0 this. He's not playing very well, I guess. All right, well, Giant Skeleton on the Spear Goblin so they don't lock onto my tower. And then maybe we can run it back with Evolved Skeletons into the Mother Witch. You know, it's pretty fun doing this. I'm not even a fib. It's very fun doing this. If he doesn't have a small spell, this is actually going to be hell for him. Yo, the Evo Skeletons are just going to run rampant on his tower and he actually loses. I'm shocked that he lost this, but, I mean, we get after it. We definitely do get after it, my dudes. We have no counter to Lava Hound either. Also, Evolved Skeletons just consistently multiply on top of the Mother Witch. The Mother Witch is not a good counter to the Evolved Skeletons, by the way. Look at this. Look at the party. Look at the festival that we have here. Look at the insanity. Yeah, so he would get 3 crown. I hope he takes my tower so I can 3 crown him. It's just for fun. He doesn't get 3 crown. Doesn't get the... We've got back to 2 Evolved Skeletons at the same time. Oh my gosh. I didn't get to drop it on the map, but you saw it. I had 2 cycles of Evolved Skeletons in my hand. I should have dropped that. That would have been filthy. Oh man, that would have been sick. But yeah, he had Mother Witch. I'm pretty sure that if he had a small spell, he would have hard countered me. But he didn't have a small spell. Oh, he didn't have a small spell. Never mind. We hard countered him because we just cycle Evolved Skeletons and win. Evolved Skeletons are S++ tier in this game mode. I didn't realize how good of a matchup that was for me because I was looking at it. I was like, Mother Witch just counters all my cards. But in reality, Evolved Skeletons counter Mother Witch. And he didn't have a small spell because we snagged the small spells. So number 1, take Evolved Skeletons and take the small spells, and your opponent probably will get stuck with terrible counters to you. If they don't have a small spell, they instantly lose. Have you ever been in a fight or played sports? I've never been in a fight, and I hope we never will be. I actively avoid conflict. You know, in Seattle, dude, when I was chilling with some friends, I had a homeless man say, hey, I'm going to kill you. And I ran away. So, yeah, I didn't get in a fight there. And I don't plan on getting any fights ever. Hopefully I never have that happen. But yeah, moral of the story is if you're deep downtown in Seattle and your car gets locked in a parking garage because they lock parking garages at 12 p.m. at night, don't go walking around. Go to a bar and Uber back. That is the strategy for everyone. We learned that the hard way. Do not be frolicking around late night in Seattle because you're going to get shanked. Ugh. I've always wanted to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not want to go frolic around Seattle late at night. You do not want to do that. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. You know, not even the Goblin Giant deserves to get destroyed in late night Seattle. Not even the Goblin Giant. Not even the Goblin Giant. Also, I'm not going to fib. I looked at the arena. I saw a circle in the corner on the right. I'm like, ability! Wait, can't I click the ability? And I wanted to click the ability so bad. And I realized it wasn't an ability. It was just a random circle in the corner in the bottom right. I'm intelligent. I swear. Sometimes. Bro thinks he's Thorfinn. Dude, I do. Obviously, I think I'm from Vinland. So, you know, you best believe I'm gonna... I'm gonna take on everyone. Oh, man. Axel, what is it? Not Axelrod. Axel something. Yeah, he best watch out, bro. He best watch out. I love your YouTube. Please give a shout out to my YouTube. No, dude, I don't give shout outs to other people's YouTube channels. Also, isn't that like the most disingenuous thing you could possibly ask for? Be like, I love your YouTube, so do this for me. It's kind of funny. If you're ever trying to get something from someone else, at least try to hide your intentions a little bit more. Maybe you do like my YouTube video. Maybe that's not mutually exclusive, but a lot of times people will say, hey, I love you. I love you so much. Add me as a friend. And then when I don't add them as a friend, they're like, I hate you so much. I'm like, whoa, the switch up. The switch up is real. Not saying you're going to be that type of person, but the amount of people that I've ran into that are like that in content creation, it is insane. You would not ever believe it. There's just a crazy amount of people like that. Also, I hate the fact that that magic archer magically stayed alive. Why is it trying to troll me right now? Also, Furnace is terrible in this game mode. Why would you pick Furnace when it gets hard countered by the Cannoneer tower? Like, do you actually want to lose the game? I'm asking a real question out here. Fire Spirit should die, right? Yeah. It's just trash. Anyway, we get after it. We Goblin Giant at the river because it's a strong card 2 I have. Arrows doesn't kill, does it? No, I guess this is double arrows value. Oh my gosh, triple arrows value. We can't pass that up. All right, let's Skeleton Dragons in the right because I don't think he continues to spam in the left. It would just be really dumb. He doesn't even have damage there. Why is he doing that? Okay, I don't know why, but I guess we take those. We go Goblin Giant at the river and we drop our Evo Bats and win the game, right? No, Evo Bats would go into Furnace. Maybe? Can we just arrows on top of the Magic Archer because the Spear Goblins from the Goblin Giant lock it on? Nice. Yeah, I'm very glad I didn't play stupidly. Let's do this. Let's go here, and let's go in for a Goblin Gang at the river. And I think I just win. The Electro Dragon's not going to be able to kill everything. Those Goblins should be mobbing. Those Goblins be mobbing! Yes, sir! The Magic Archer magically lived? Dude, I don't know. I don't understand. He's really got the name Magic fully encapsulated all around him. Thoughts on Norway? I've never been in Norway. Tag, try boxing. Your weight class would be good for your height. Just saying. Yeah, I weigh 166 and I'm 5'11". I'm almost 6 feet tall. I used to be 150 and I gained 16 pounds of muscle. Your edits contain anime references. Do you watch anime? Yeah, I do. I watch. I used to watch a lot. I haven't watched a lot recently. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to choose Wizard just because Inferno Dragon isn't even necessary in this type of game mode. Inferno Dragon is just going to get caught dallying and not doing anything. It'll get damaged down by the Princess Tower anyway. Since we gave him Inferno Dragon, I actually want to choose Giant. And then I'll choose Lightning because Lightning gives us a bigger reach. And it gives us a nice reset on the Inferno Dragon. A viewer trying to get shout out, if they want views, they should focus on making good quality videos and making a good time for upload times and stuff. The upload times doesn't really matter that much unless you're much bigger. Like for us, it does matter because we want consistency. We want people to have a dependency on like, hey, I understand that I can watch your videos at this time every single day. And that's really good. Obviously, that will get us more views, and that will also end up making sure that you guys aren't going to be sitting around and waiting for an upload and not knowing when it's going to be. For new YouTube content creators, the #1 tip that I could give is, yeah, focus on creating good content. But not just that. Good content is very subjective. Create content that you would personally enjoy watching, and then there's a good chance other people would enjoy watching it too. That is my best advice for everyone that's trying to grow their content creation. And yeah, best of luck to everyone that's still doing that. Bro's never losing? Yeah, losing is actually against my religion, and I'm kind of allergic to it right now. So, you know, we're just casually spamming really good cards in this game mode, and we're countering most of our opponents. It helped a lot that we got Evolved Skeletons. I would say Evolved Skeletons are S tier, and the fact that I got them multiple times is pretty fun. What's your opinion on YouTube being greedy with ad revenue? Is there a new thing that came out? Like, are they taking more ad revenue from us? I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the amount of money that I make, and I can't complain about it, honestly. Obviously, you could always want more, but I'm just happy that I'm able to do content creation full time. Like, I'm really, really proud that I'm able to create the videos that I am, and I love the game that we're creating content on. Everything is working out for me, so I try not to be super salty about that type of stuff because there's always something to be frustrated about. You could be frustrated about the amount of money that YouTube takes. You could be frustrated that maybe your channel isn't growing as much as you possibly want, or maybe there's something that's just like slightly suboptimal. But in reality, you know, I'm really happy with how things are going, and I want things to continue to go this way and maybe get better. Brother, you doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing phenomenal, man. Thanks for asking and thanks for caring. Okay, so these Evolved Skeletons, I don't know if they die. I also don't want to give them a Leapfrog Magnet, so I'm just going to go in for Goblins here. I don't want them to get near my tower. The Goblins kill? I think so. Cool. Let's Elixir Golem in the middle, and then let's go in for Barbarians on top of the Prince. Probably just win. We want the Fly Machine to stay alive, so that's where we're going to do that. The Goblin was on the 3 crown, and it was doing so much damage. Let's go Barbarians in the middle just to flex on him because it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. He's just dead. He's dead. Game's over. Nice. Easy win. Light work. 3 p.m. SirTag notification is like a daily checking time. Yeah, that's what's up. Thoughts on Clan Wars? Oh, yeah. So, thoughts on Clan Wars, dude. 100%. The biggest misstep in Clash Royale's history is focusing on gameplay and other stuff compared to changing the actual gameplay that was in the game. You could change this and spice up gameplay by adding a good way of playing Clan Wars. Maybe they could revamp Clan Wars to spice up the game and make it interesting, instead of this drudgerous chore that everyone is forced to do every day, or potentially get kicked out of their clan, right? Who wants to do that? For me, personally, I hate that. I want to make sure that when I'm doing Clan Wars, it's fun. Clan Wars 1 is better than Clan Wars 2, and if you disagree, you're wrong. I mean, I like just saying that, but in reality, you can have your own opinion. But I firmly believe that Clan Wars 1 was very fun. Maybe it was just nostalgic for me because I played it with friends. It was always fun spectating someone on their big War Day battle. And now it's just like, this is boring. I don't know. I didn't vibe with it at all. I choose Goblin Giant and Electro Giant just because they're 2 strong cards. They both do reflection damage or damage to the opponent's unit. So it's not like I'm taking 2 useless win conditions. Definitely choose Bomber. And we're going to get after it. We have a really good situation here. Can you share your Clan Wars decks? I don't play Clan Wars. I might make Clan Wars decks on my 2nd channel because you guys keep asking about it. Y'all really want the Clan Wars sauce. I might have to deliver. Clan Wars 1 was objectively better. Yeah, I agree, but you know, everyone has different opinions. Yo, if we just go Goblin's Fire Spirit, we might take out his tower. He's probably not going to respond, or if he does, he loses the Magic Archer. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's too funny. That's actually too funny. I could snowball on that, but I don't even care. Oh, that's funny. Which card should I level to level 15? Hog Rider or Knight or Mega Knight? Hog Rider, Knight, or Mega Knight? Well, I don't know why you have Knight in your deck unless you're running Hog Rider Evolve Knight. And if you're running an Evolution in your deck, the Evolution should always be maxed out first because you're going to be spamming it more than other cards because you're trying to cycle to your Evolution. And also, you want your Evolution to be even more overpowered so you can outplay the people that have higher card levels than you. So, for instance, when I'm on my free-to-play account, which isn't really free-to-play because I bought Evolutions, because I didn't want to spend the time to unlock it, so I could showcase gameplay, I ended up purchasing the Firecracker Evolution, and I started upgrading my Firecracker as much as possible because I decided, hey, I want to beat people that have level 15 cards. And guess what? Because people aren't very good at the game at lower skill levels and lower trophy counts, you are allowed to win with a level 11 Firecracker evolution and just spam the heck out of that. Well, they got level 15 cards and they can't kill your Firecracker that's doing splash damage on all their stuff. It's hilarious. I have the take that evolutions actually helped free-to-play players, and it made the game more free-to-play friendly because you can beat people that are garbage at the game that just spam their random cards, because guess what? They're not going to be spamming their cards with a purpose. If you got an evolved Firecracker and you keep it alive, it's basically a level 15 card. So you essentially have an overpowered card that you can really abuse and get maximum value from. So evolutions, really good for the game for free-to-play players. And that is I think that's an objective take. I think that is an objective take. If you understand the game, evolutions are extremely good for free-to-play players because what happens is the evolution will just continuously give you more value. You'll run a cycle deck so you can get more value from that card, and you can just spam it as much as possible. Especially when there's an overpowered evolution, then it's very, very good for free-to-play players. Like Evolved Archers, when they were broken, if you were a free-to-play player and you had Evolved Archers, you would just get absurd value. Like you could melt Golems, you could melt Hog Riders, you could kind of just kill everything. Getting evolutions for free-to-play takes 6 months, dude. Yes, that is accurate. But also at the same time, that is not entirely accurate. If you were a free-to-play player at the very start and you unlocked evolutions just by playing the challenges, because the challenges gave you 1 Evo shard each time that you played 1 game, you got a free evolution right out of the jump. And then you could get a second evolution after another 6 months. But having that 1 free evolution that you get means that free-to-play players that have been playing the game since the start of evolutions end up, yeah, they have a huge advantage compared to where they would be without evolutions. So it's dependent. If you don't have an evolution, you're screwed. But if you're a free-to-play player that has unlocked evolutions, you're totally fine. Also, 12th win here. Light work. Let's freaking go. I'm going to choose Evo Archers because I don't want to die. I'd rather have a card that has anti-air responses to bats and also good against Graveyard. I'm going to choose Hog Rider because Balloon gets countered. We're going to choose Goblin Giant because it's broken, and Electric Spear because it counters a whole bunch of bait cards. So I win. Let's go. Tag gets paid by the game? No, I don't. I get 0 money from Clash Royale. I get money from making content on YouTube. I do not get paid by Clash Royale. They've never paid me money. And they never will. That's not how it works. Even Nick at Night and Molt, they never got money for playing this game. There's a lot of other games that I get sponsored by. Clash Royale is sadly not one of them, my man. Maybe one day. Maybe one day if we get really big on another game and then we go back to Clash Royale and they're like, yo, Jake, we want you back. But I don't think that's going to happen, my dudes. I love Clash Royale a lot, and I don't think I'm going to be switching. I think I will be playing more games of different... I don't know. I could be playing other games as well, like Teamfight Tactics, which is basically an auto battler. I'm currently Platinum 2, and I will continue to cruise up, and I'll probably hit Master at least by the end of this season. And then after that, then we'll see if we can hit Grandmaster and then Challenger. And that'll be kind of fun to stream. It won't get that many views, though, because it's not that popular of a game comparatively to Clash Royale on YouTube. But it'll still be a fun game to play. And whenever there's a new Supercell game, you bet I'm going to be covering that. If there's a new good Supercell game that I don't dislike like Brawl Stars, then we're chilling. Brawl Stars, for me, it just wasn't it. It was boring. Also, we chose Evolved Archers compared to a Knight because I just like the Evolved Archers a lot more. Countering Skeletons and countering other bait cards. Chasey Bikes, thank you for the $1 dono. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to go for Zappies in the back, and we'll see what happens. Teach me TFT? Yeah, I'm down to teach you if I get better at it. I want to hit Challenger or Grandmaster, which I can hit. I just need to play enough games. I don't have enough time to do it, or I haven't had enough time to do it. Right now, I'm just getting 1st or 2nd place every time in my Platinum lobbies. I hit Queen in Dota Auto Chess, if you guys know what that is, which is the highest rank. So Auto Battlers, I'm very good at. At Clash Mini, I probably would hit number 1 very, very, very fast. If I learn the meta, if Clash Mini has any like distinguishing skill factors, I would probably be one of the top players pretty much immediately, because that's one of my best genres. Like, I've played auto chess a lot. I don't know how much skill is in Clash Mini though. I'm not sure. Clash Mini could also just be like one of those games where there's not that much skill differentiation because there's just mobile, and like sometimes mobile games don't have the ability to really distinguish skill. Sometimes mobile games, because of lack of controls and a finite amount of things that you can do, there's not that much that can happen. So we'll have to wait and see if Clash Mini is going to be a fun game for me or if it's going to be boring. And even if it goes global. Why do you dislike Brawl Stars so much? It's not like I hate it. I just don't love the concept of shooter games or FPS games. And Brawl Stars kind of is like a FPS game to me. It's just not that fun. Plus, like, playing with random teammates, not that fun either. Anyway, very easy challenge. We 3-crowned the last guy. The rule of thumb is take evolved skeletons whenever you can. Choose the small spells. Choose Goblin Giant. And you'll be cruising up to 12-0 without any worries. Let's go and collect that banner, baby. Let's go. The target test. Let's see it in action and see what it looks like. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, if you guys want to get better at the game and just continue to crush these challenges easily, definitely subscribe to the channel every single time, every day that there's a challenge. First day, I'll be showing you guys how to complete it quickly, easily, and efficiently without having to use past Royale. So follow my tips and my tactics, and you'll get 12 wins, and you won't have to reset or anything. Just choose the splash damage cards like Wizard. Choose win conditions like maybe Graveyard if you have any good support. Always choose the small spells. Always choose Evo Barbs. Always choose Evo Skeletons. Probably choose Evo Bats, but Evo Firecracker is better if you are given the option. And yeah, it's just cool and fun work. Also, if you guys are trying to maximize your elite wildcards, one of the best things to buy is this. It gives a lot of bang for your buck. You get a lot for that. So I just end up purchasing those whenever I can. I think those are generally one of the better ones. And then you can also go here and just start grinding away and using the rest of your coins here. How to get on friends? If you become a member of my channel, then you can get added on my friends list. So that is something that you could do. But let's just see how many elite wildcards we get. I don't think we get many from this challenge, which is a little bit sad, but getting the banner makes it worth it. Yeah, we don't. So we started around like 6,000, I think. And we got like 6,000 elite wildcards. Maybe like 7,000. Anyway, it was cool. Hope you're doing good. Just got a call for my second interview. Wish me luck, says Sean. Sean, you're going to crush it, man. And good luck. I love you. Thank you for the $5. And honestly, the economy's tough right now for a lot of people. So if you guys are applying for new jobs or new work or pursuing any new endeavors in life, I wish you guys the best of luck because, you know, it's hard out there and I'm rooting for y'all. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream on that. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily content, and check out the pinned comment if you want to see the top 5 best decks in Clash Royale from last season with the professional players used to reach the highest ranks in the world when they were totally tryharding. The best 5 decks are in the pinned comment. Those are the decks that I would consider upgrading and mastering, especially that stupid Electro Giant deck. That thing is not fair right now, and it is disgusting how strong it is. The ranked 2 player in the world last season used that Electro Giant deck, and he's only been playing it for 2 seasons, and he hit number 2 in the world. Most of the people that hit the top 5 in the world, they all have played their deck for multiple seasons, mastered it for years. This guy switched to Electro Giant and got number 2 in the world after only 2 seasons of playing it. Really dumb. Anyway, play that deck. Check out the top 5 best decks. Check out the pinned comment for the best Cannoneer decks. No matter when you're watching, no matter where you're watching, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.